Good day everyone, and for today we will be discussing our new lesson for English 100 subject. So as you can see, we will be dealing with organizing and delivering an impromptu speech. So before we start, let me first ask you this question. What do we mean by an impromptu speech? Let us have the objectives for this lesson. First, you are all expected to identify the features of an impromptu speech and be able to familiarize the strategies that are mostly used in an impromptu speech. As a recap, when we say impromptu speech, we are referring to the type of speech delivery in which you don't have time for preparation or you have a little time to prepare for your speech. In a normal classroom setup, we are always asked by our teacher with random questions, and as a response, we just tell our ideas freely with the hope that we will have the right answer to the questions that she or he is asking. So in most cases, we don't have time to prepare for the answers. We just let our ideas flow freely. And that's what we mean by impromptu speech. Now let me present to you the different strategies that we can use in organizing and delivering an impromptu speech. So we have three. The first one is the past present feature. The second one is the point, reason, example, or explanation point. And the last one is opening rule of three, clincher. For the first one, you will just simply state or tell your experiences in the past, connect it with what you are doing at present and what you are looking forward in the future. Let's say, for example, in the beginning of the class, you were asked to introduce yourself. So to make your self-introduction more organized, you can have this strategy. So let's have, in the past, I am not comfortable in using English. However, at present, I am trying different ways on how I can develop my confidence so I can use it effectively. In the future, I look forward to use English without hesitation and with confidence. So see, it sounds more organized and you sound more knowledgeable. Again, you will just tell your experiences in the past, connect that with what you are doing at present, and give what you're looking forward in the future. Next in line, we have point, reason, example, or explanation point. So for this one, you will just state your main point, give your reason for stating it, provide an example or an explanation, and then retell your main point. So let us observe this example. Your main point is that you love Facebook. So you have to provide a reason for that. So the reason behind my statement is that Facebook keeps me updated with current events and news. And then you have to provide an example or explanation for your statement. So an example for these are the typhoons, new dance craze, and new fashion trends. And then you have to retell your main point, and that's Facebook indeed is a useful social network site. So that's how it works. Again, you have to state your main point, provide a reason, provide an example or explanation, and retell your main point. Now we are down with the last strategy that we have. We have opening, rule of three, clincher. So for this one is similar somehow to the second one. So you just need to state your opening statement and then provide three examples, and that's rule of three. And then you have to retell your main statement, and that's clincher. So let us have this example. For the opening statement, you have mentioned we need to appreciate English for the following reasons. So you have to provide three reasons for that. So we have first, it is the main medium of communication used across international countries or international countries. Second, it gives you an edge whenever you apply for a job. Finally, it can help you gain respect from other people or from others. And there, we will have our clincher, or we will just simply retell our opening statement. And those are the reasons why we have to appreciate the English language. See? And that's how opening rule of three clincher works. Now let me present to you some of the useful tips for an effective impromptu speech delivery. So before the speech, you have to of course smile, because smiling could lessen the tension that you are feeling. Next, we have relax. You have to calm down. Next, you have to know or identify your purpose. Why are you there? Would you want to inform your audience, persuade them, or entertain them? Next, you have to think of a big word that will serve as your main topic. Let's say that you are thinking about COVID-19. So make sure that all of your preceding statements would just cover or would support COVID-19. And lastly, you have to start outlining in your head. You can weigh your statements in which should come first and which should come last. But what should you do during the speech? When called, you have to walk slowly. You should not rush because first impression lasts, so you have to leave a nice impression. Next, you have to shake the hand of the person who introduced you, if that is necessary. If not, then you don't have to. Next, you have to establish eye contact. Establishing an eye contact could convince your audience that you really know what you're saying and that you are confident and serious with your statement. Next, we have observe appropriate non-verbal cues. You have to use appropriate or proper hand gestures, facial expressions, body movements. Next, you have to observe time limit. Everyone's time is precious, so you have to make your statement short, simple, direct to the point, but with impact. Lastly, after the speech, you have to say thank you. And then, you have to return to your seat comfortably. Alright, so that would be all for today. Thank you so much for listening. Additional examples will be provided in our GCs. And if you have any questions or clarifications, you may ask me there. Once again, thank you so much and have a great day. See you all next meeting.